Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. What's up, Matto in chat? How's it going, my guy? Always good to see you in chat. Seems like you've been busier lately. What's been going on, my guy? Not only is it bad form to eat on stream in general, very bad form that it's potato chips. Decisions were made and they will have to be lived with. That's right, we've got our caravan here. Ping and I are doing well. I appreciate you asking. Is there anything in particular that we want or need? I don't think so. I think we're good, actually. Need for musical instruments and tools. Okay. Duly noted. Ooh, pepper plants. Cool. Okay. So, broker requested at Trade Depot. And now I'm going to bring the gem bin. Unhelpful. Just gonna keep it as bins, honestly. Gem bin. Copper bin. We've got literal empty bins here. There are bins of Coke. And now I had hot dogs for dinner. This is just a little kind of dinner supplemental snack. Coin. Gems. That. Oh, a finished goods bins. Yes. Need to keep an eye out for those. Another finished goods bin. Okay, that'll do it. And we got the coin bin, yes. The coin bin is important. Oh my god, did we lose our broker? No, there he is, Kivish. Okay. We lost, like, our bookkeeper or something, didn't we? No matter. No, we can sell them this entire... I mean, trade away this entire thing of coins. No worries there. What else we got? This is all, like, clothes and stuff. Which we probably want to hold on to. Let's actually figure out what we want to buy from them. It's going to be wood for sure. It's always wood. Especially with the elves breathing down our neck. All the better. could use could use some cloth and like textile bins. All this pigtail cloth is very expensive. Alpaca wool, that's more like it. And more leather. Fine. Fine. Where are you off to? Excuse me. Okay, I figured as much. I just wanted to confirm that. That's so okay. That's very sweet. You can clear the Lego things off of it.
I will.
If you want.
I just want to be close to you but not disturb you.
I appreciate that. You're good.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay. Trade. Call it a day. Maintaining good relationships with the mountain homes. I'll tell you what else we should do. 9x6. We really ought to dig out another another barracks. Another migrant wave, of course. I was about to say, where are we standing on that traction bench here, fellas? Hell yes. Hey, there's a pile of bones here. Can we do something about that? Some lignite there. We got hematite. Got more chalk, which is good. More chalk means more flux. Which is good. What on earth is this for? Why is this here? It doesn't matter. Or if it does, it doesn't matter enough for me to care. Let's actually connect this to the outside world, huh? Potatum chips. Ooh. Oh, there's more coal here, boys. Lots more coal, actually. Oh, this is such good news. Just as well. We were going to replace this all with, like, proper walls anyway. So we might as well, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? There's something alive in the ocean. I don't know, just random Bill Wirtz sound clips at this point. Who's to say what's going on? Certainly not me. No siree, Robert. No way of knowing, I fear. Let's see here. Our little dwarf children here. What's up, Kogan? And Erdim. And Cogsack. Here's our weird... Is Commander like a thing? Is that a separate... Is it like a salamander, but not? No, I have no idea. Well, let's try this. Worm thing. This is unhelpful. Oh well. We'll keep this open in case we need it. Vision lost. Vision never had, son. Was this a cave fish? Is this like a cave fish man or something? Unhelpful. I have no idea what this thing is. This might have been procedurally generated for all I know. I've got no context for what this thing is, but I do know that it is leaving. And it's 42 years old, apparently. He's had a good old life. Weird thing. Whatever. Barely makes difference. Let's go ahead and... that, there we go. Oh, that's a head. That is the head of a person, a goblin. So, you know, barely a person. That's fantasy racism, and that's bad. Let's see here. Speaking of which, I know that I was thumbing through. I was in a Barnes and Noble the other day. I was thumbing through one of the the new, I guess it's the 5th edition. I say new. The 5th edition Player's Handbook for D&D, and it's really interesting that they really seem to have like de-emphasized the significance of player species versus class, which is understandable. And also the fact that they're referring to it as player species rather than player race. I think that's a very interesting linguistic change, and that probably represents like a positive change, right? Like species, on the one hand, does feel rather clinical, but it's also probably more like kind of appropriate, you know? I don't know. It's interesting. I certainly approve of the thinking that almost certainly went into that. That's a stray cavi pup. There we go. Temple complex and a high priest for the creative compassion. I'm going to deny that for now. Also, where are we at on this thing? I have no idea how to improve this. Also, where does this thing fall? The Company of Sweetness. Okay, so we completed that, yeah? Oh no, they're stealing Tazuldag. Oh, this infernal thing. I don't know how to deal with this. Okay. No units. No way of knowing, apparently. Oh well. We also need to start giving folks cabinets. Because all of these spare clothes is driving me absolutely Google debunkers. So shout out to any mini Minuteman fans out there. Good lord. Okay. This music is driving me up a wall as well. It's good. It's difficult to think out loud while I'm being drowned out by this game's soundtrack. Well, let's see here. There's a child in the still with her mother. Udib Yellscrafts. We do have some cabinets in that noise. What's up, Michael? How's it going, my guy? Oop. Furniture, cabinets. Closest material. God, that's a lot of wood that we suddenly have on hand, huh? Well, hell, let's go ahead and make more beds, right? That's something we can use the wood for. We're going to make like 30 of them. Let's go, well, let's make like 20 of them. Screw it, let's make 30. We've got the wood for it, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. There's 33 wood right there. We're going to be fine. Going to be absolutely fine. Michael, what do you mean good morning? It's the evening. Even in Texas, it's not that early. You ain't pulling the wool out of over my eyes that easily. No sorry, Robert. No siree. Okay, let's go ahead and put a traction bench here in our hoopspital. What's up, Minnie? How's it going? How's it going, girlfriend? Traction bench. There we go. Still more freaking stuff. In the meantime, you can go ahead. Oh, that's mechanisms. That's not what we're after. Constructions. Wall. Select material after placement. And it's going to be jet blocks. It's going to be jet blocks. Oop. All. So day off and you're being lazy. Fantastic. Good for you. And as you should. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Barracks. Yes. It's going to be 9 by 6. We're going to accept it. And then we're going to go ahead and keep building our walls. Yeesh. Yeesh. What is that? Chalk? Why did we use a bunch of chalk? Is a good question I'd like to know the answer to. I'm going to put down siltstone floors. Nope, not walls. Floors. There we go. Siltstone blocks. There we go. You've moved, Michael. That's exciting. No, why is it jet blocks? No, why have you done this? Why they do that? There's literally not a difference between the color of the chalk and the color of the siltstone. I refuse. There's not a lick of difference. I promise you there is not. 2 degrees colder yesterday instead of 106, only 104. Well, that's nice. As long as it's only 104. It's looking on the positive side, right? Siltstone blocks. And now we build walls. Why is there the sound of combat? Is it just because this frickin' mountain goat and a dog is fighting? Because if so, that's not worth all the ambient battle sounds that I'm hearing. Not really. What are we building here? What are the plans for this? Plan is to survive, man. We got the year is 208. The goal is to make it to 212. That'll be a decade's worth of history of this fortress, and I'll call that an absolute win. What on earth are these things doing? This is a good follow-up question. Dwarf fortress corrupted. Just a corrupted one, sure. Cookies. Thank you. I got cookies. Oh, they're gooey. Intelligent undead. Getting rid of undead depends on your biome. There's normal enemies that don't feel pain and won't tire. You're reviving a biome, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well. Live and let live. They're not causing too much of a difficulty, so we'll just let those be for now. Jet blocks. Then, yeah. Please finish this floor, fellas. Yeah, as of right now, we're building a new barracks. I don't know why they hate me, but clearly they do. Oh, I think I might understand why that happened. Doesn't matter, though. Select material after it's placed, and that is going to be siltstone blocks. It's also for the sake of the aesthetics. Like, it's stupid, honestly. But... Thank you, Mr. Goblin. Goblin D's... Yeah, never mind. Let's see here. Some beds wouldn't go amiss. Also, do need to keep in mind that the the quantity of beds that we're putting in our barracks does count to the total number of beds that are accounted for in the fortress, which is worth keeping in mind. I'm going to make 10 copper armor stands also for this barracks. And then once this is all established, we'll actually assign some dudes. That caramel is very hot, as it turns out. Very tasty, though. Closest material. I legitimately forgot that the doors are built ahead of time for a very brief moment there. We're also going to select the door, and we're going to use jet. Because that's fine. Turns out that's actually fine. I've decided that I do want y'all to be able to see the mini-map up there. Let's see here. Petitions. Fishery worker. Baby llama. Fighting. Caravan departing. Goblin beast hunter is visiting. Sparring. They stole one of our goods, apparently. One of my things was stung by a bee. I've completed some tasks. Become a wrestler. Made some good stuff. Apparently we still need more empty food storage items. Which is bananas to me, but whatever. Be meal prepping, or can I make a cheese quesadilla and call it a day? Call it a day, sis. Call it a day. Don't overwork yourself. That's what I've learned in this life. Don't freaking overwork yourself. This is all chalk, which is nice and all. We can go ahead and dig out some more. Yeah. Yeah, this is the way. Yes. I have to think about that for a moment, but yes. This is basically how I made these little sets of apartments previously. So, you know, why mess with a good thing, right? Because the alternative is doing this, which is also a good thing. You know, this also works, don't get me wrong. And remember, folks, don't forget to like that smash button. Half-hearted there. It's a call to action. You happy, YouTube? We should make more cabinets. Rock cabinets. And we're going to make, like, frickin' 40 of them. We never made our helms and greaves. That's unfortunate. We gotta fix that. Steel greaves. Steel helms. 10 of each. Let's check how many steel bars we have. Steel bars. 30 steel bars. Fantastic. Perfect, even. Well, I am thinking about it. I'm also going to go ahead and add a new uniform. This is going to be called Light Infantry. It's going to be a male shirt. Still going to go for traditional helms. It's going to be leggings. Yeah, leggings, not trousers. It's going to be gauntlets. Low boots. Bucklers, and then specifically spears. Confirm and save uniform. Excuse me? I was about to say, were you guys not already all melee? My bad. It's an accident on my part. Here. We go to military. Armor stands. Boop, 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 boop. Look at my boys. God, they look so cool with when the beard's hanging out of the helmet. That's peak dwarf shit right there. Oh. Oh, no. Copper leggings. Copper mill shirt. Iron low boots. Iron helm. Iron gauntlets. And iron spears. God, I hope we've got enough iron for all that. I'm quite sure we do. Check bars. Yeah, we got 117 iron bars. We've got so much more iron ore as well. It's ridiculous. Like, we've got all this hematite, all this limonite. We've got those platinum nuggets, which is actually very exciting. Speaking of which, we go to stocks. We go to, what is it, boulders? Siltstone, chert, chalk, hematite, limonite, gold nuggets. Where the hell did we get a gold nugget from? Is a thing I would like to know. Platinum nuggets. Let's go to the, what is this? Forge? Smelter? Smelter. Let me look up platinum. No, platinum. Smelt native platinum ore? That's got to be it. Then we go down here. And we adjust it to 18. For exactly the amount of platinum that we have. And then we can, like, forge coins and junk. Again, I recognize not all the eating I'm doing on stream, very poor form. Are we freaking out of rough cut gems? Because that's a thing I refuse to believe. Damn. Not completely out, but damn near. That's why we're not cutting any more. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let's get at that Jasper cluster there, fellas. To be fair, in response to eating on stream, I am cleaning my kitchen instead of watching. Perfectly fine. Again, as someone who consumes a lot of content kind of in one ear while I'm doing something else, it's only ever a compliment. I really mean that. Let's go ahead and do some doors. We're just going to use the closest material for that. Put some beds in there. Hell, we'll multi-paint them now. And call it a flippin' day. Thank you, small child. Really does feel like this this ought to be bigger at this point, but oh well. We got some angry folks here. But by and large, you know, people are pretty happy. It's like, I'll take. Should have their creative compassion, which is causing no end of trouble. They're not even causing trouble. They're just, I'm just personally annoyed by them is all. Interrupted by a giant fly. Excuse me? Whatever. Actually, we also do need to... Well, let's see how our orders are coming. Not too shabby, to be completely honest with you. Like, folks are working the forges. Thanks, human poet. They're here forging stuff for us. It's late autumn. If we really push through, we could get to year 209 by end of the stream, which would be fantastic. That would be another year down in about... Oh, hello. An amphibian woman. Okay. Axe Lord, sparring. The agreement to establish a guild hall for the Guild of Swamps has been abandoned. Not for lack of trying. I just didn't really know. We're out of copper bars? This is unthinkable. Okay, what are our copper ores? All right, hold on. We go to labor, go to stone use, or bismuth, copper nuggets, malachite, tetrahedrite. Okay, how much tetrahedrite do we have? This is a thing we can figure out. Ran out of copper before iron. I know. It's because I'm needlessly focusing on the copper rather than the iron, despite the fact that the iron would be like much better material. I don't know. Just want to be a little bit more sparing with it, despite the fact that we actually have like loads of iron and loads more where that came from. Again, hematite and limonite are both ores of iron, as is magnetite. But whatever. We've got some tetrahedrite. We're going to go ahead and smelt that. We've got 18 of those, so 18 we shall smelt. 1, 8. Boom. Boom. Go. I think we've got some more tetrahedrite, like, seams down here. Yeah. Yeah, we've got lots of tetrahedrite to be mined as well. Now, it's not necessarily going to yield tons of stuff, as these kind of base metals tend to not do. That's all magnetite. Unhelpful. Well, there's some tetrahedrite down there. It's also worth mentioning there's more damp wall over there, which, you know, best avoided. We don't want to dig into an aquifer. Oh, hello. What's up, Rose Quartz Cluster? some of the gems I've been so interested in seeking out. And again, the amount of iron in this, in them thar hills, is a little staggering. Like, again, these yellow walls, this ain't gold, it's limonite, and that's another iron, or another ore of iron. So let's see how we're doing on the old that hasn't even been assigned yet. Where's our fortress manager at? We go to nobles and administrators. Find our manager. Ablel. Where you at, Ablel? He's socializing. He shouldn't be socializing. Needs to go do his friggin' job. There he is. No job. Son, you have a job. Your job is to tell other people to do their job. I refuse to believe that we have too many work orders going. That would be ridiculous. Oh, boy. Well, I have to tell myself this thing will get addressed in its own due course. Yeah, every fortress needs to have a manager. It ensures they approve work orders. So that's what I've been queuing up over here. These are all work orders that have to be like approved and signed by the this hurdy-gurdy music is driving me up a wall here. Yeah, the fortress manager approves all work orders, assigns them, and makes sure that they get done. I once had my entire fortress basically paralyzed because the fortress manager was severely injured and like laid up in the hospital, and they weren't able to make it to their office to approve of work orders. So the whole, like, no new work orders were being approved. It was very unfortunate. Why aren't these getting approved, though, is a question that I have. This isn't like the case with the broker, where they were like overworked because they were also the fortress leader. Withered plump helmets? Why, from not being harvested soon enough? That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Very, very unfortunate. There we go. Okay, see, they've got their check marks next to them, which means that now they have been assigned by the fortress manager, which is a good thing. Now, what's not a good thing is the fact that we appear to have frickin' plump helmets withering on the vine. Very unfortunate. Troll for quiver? Yeah, put that away, my friend. My boy. What else is in here? Raw muscle stew, muscle stew, muscle stew. Dwarven wine biscuits. Ooh. What's up, Thob? Dega smell. Okay. Here's a question. Are there available tombs? Yes. Which means that Thob here, something happened to his body such that it couldn't be properly entombed. So, we have to do something else instead. We have to make a slab. And we're going to make like 10 of these things, right? Going to make a rock slab. And then once those slabs are made, we're going to have them engraved. We need a new frickin' stockpile, I fear. I really do fear. No food, no corpses, no refuse, no stone. Yeah, we need another general stockpile like this. Honestly... Oh, a vile force of darkness has arrived! Oh, gosh, I was about to say, well, it's not too many of them. Nope. It is... Okay, so here's what we're gonna hope. Staggered training. Very unfortunate. Oh. Jabronis. A lot of freaking goblins up here. But we're going to go ahead and take the fight to them. I'm going to send out our melee boys to fight them. This isn't the frickin' Etten, and we're not going to get flippin'... Well, actually, here's what we need to do, right? Where's the fortress at? It's over here. We need to marshal our forces here. Oh, yep. Now here's where we have problems. Well, someone just got disarmed. We've only lost one dwarf so far. Yeah, I know it's a bloody siege. And it will be a bloody siege. You know what? It looks like the heavy armor is actually working for us, which is phenomenal. Okay, we lost another. That's fine. Because we're actually routing the frickin' goblins, which is phenomenal. Only got 2 invaders left. Plus our frickin' undead child. Very unfortunate. God, they ripped that dude apart. See the little meat bits flying off of him? Good lord. Now, where's this other invader? Oh, he dead. He dead or gone. Thanks, fellas. Alright, how many did we lose? Only 2. That's what we're after right there, baby. Competent fighter. Novice Spear Dwarf, absolutely. And yes, Minnie, of course I made a dwarf manager. Who else are the dwarf Karens supposed to talk to? Martial trances. We love to see those martial trances, don't we, folks? Okay. Thank you. I thought that was a funny joke. I do appreciate the appreciation there. There, Minnie. I do. Construction walls. We're going to make a chert wall right here. Hey, can't argue with efficacy, right? We drove him off. Drove? Did not drove anything. We drove them off. We drove them off. The past tense of drive, not drove. Very disappointing. Let's see here. Needs empty food storage item. Okay, let's go ahead and make some more barrels, I guess. No, not copper barrels. Iron barrels? Iron barrels. And honestly, we're going to make like 15 of those suckers. Well, you know, Minnie, this was not, this is not the game's original art style. See, when this game originally launched back in, like, 2000... God, was it, like, 2006 or something? Dwarf Fortress has been, like, floating around in the world for a long time. Dwarf Fortress. Where'd you come from, buddy? Initial release date, August 8th, 2006. Right, so over 19 years now. When this game originally came out, because while Zach and to a much greater degree Tarn Adams are, you know, the developers and very much, you know, pretty capable programmers, I would assume, for how complicated this system is. Neither of them were artists. So, when this game originally launched, it did not have any kind of pixel art. And any pixel art that did exist for the game prior to its Steam release was the result of fan tileset projects, because the actual original game was based in ASCII art. So, originally, the game would have looked like this. And if this is not just the most hallucinatory madness you ever did see. You can see your dwarves moving around. They're the little smiley face icons. You want to make a clear difference between the beds, which are these little zero-looking icons here, and the tombs, the coffins, which are these other zero-looking icons down here. Yeah, it's... Good lord, like... This game became, like, beloved and very popular within its own circle, so, like, people figured out how to parse this information and kind of make it through to get these tile sets made and stuff. Like, this game, looking like this, developed enough of a following that folks, you know, opted to get the game looking a little bit more comprehensible. Like, this is a tavern. This is a storeroom. I think, like, the line from Cypher in The Matrix comes to mind, where he's just like, yeah, no, I don't even see the numbers. I just see red, you know, blonde, brunette, redhead. Like, I'm sure you could adjust your mind to be like, okay, yeah, no, this is, you know, these are all my logs in here. This is, yeah, these are all my chunks of ore. But, like... And Minnie, you're absolutely right. Graphics do not make the game, you know, and Dwarf Fortress got its fan base, and they adored the game, as I have now been able to since the Steam release. And I am not, you know, obviously, I'm not too much of a graphics snob. One of my favorite game of all time is The Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, in which all the people look like they're made of kind of calcified beef jerky. You know, some of my most played games on Steam, period. Let's see here. Frickin' The Sims doesn't count, but RimWorld is like the go-to example. RimWorld has super utilitarian graphics. I've put 640 hours into the game because of the way that its systems work. Not a graphics snob. I care a lot more about the style of a game than the sheer graphical fidelity of it, more than anything else. But being able to clearly and easily parse what I'm looking at makes a difference. It's also worth mentioning, for the first 15 years of its existence, probably, Dwarf Fortress did not have mouse controls, at least not, like, baked into the game. It was all keyboard-based, which was another thing that caused me to bounce right off of it. So God bless the Steam version, because it's made it so that I can actually engage meaningfully with this game, which I do very much enjoy. Don't get me friggin' wrong. It's fabulous. Okay, this is all siltstone. Let's go ahead and put down some siltstone. Select material after placement. We don't have enough siltstone blocks. None. What do we need? 54? We don't have enough of anything. Never mind. We need to make more rock blocks, apparently. Got siltstone, got chert, we got jet, got kaolinite. Video games keep splitting hairs about graphics and not gameplay. Graphics are nice, but I want something engaging. Absolutely. Like, frickin'... Well, and the thing is that you don't need, like, all this extremely high-tech to, like, get a very good-looking game. You know? I mean, Skyrim still presents itself quite well. Especially with the, you know, the special edition, which really just kind of increased the, I think the texture resolution increased a little bit, but it really had a lot more to do with the giving the lighting a quick touch up. Like freaking what do you call it? Far Cry 3 came out 13 years ago and still looks phenomenal. So yeah, people. Oh, look at my brave little man with his splint. Oh, he's a freaking vet. He's a troop. A copper crutch. Pigtail thread, which I think is like holding him together. Ability to stand lost. Ability to grasp somewhat impaired. Oh no, this poor buddy. Now, Melville, you're not still in the military, are you, dude? He is, Melville. Take a knee, my guy. We're gonna swap you out for Fath Oberschem, an engraver and adequate shield user. My poor bud. To squads. Now, it's also worth mentioning that we are gonna create some new military units here. Well, let's go ahead and get this our light infantry done. New militia captain squad. Captain the guard squad? No. Light infantry. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, piss. Oh, I forgot that did that thing. Okay, hold on. Oop. God. Can you tell the game still has some occasional jank? Like, I lost an entire uniform just like that. Mail shirt. Helms. Leggings. I mean, this is actually pretty quick. Gauntlets. Low boots. Bucklers. Spears. Light infantry. Done. Create new squad. There. Why did that not save? Probably because I didn't save it, huh? Boots, bucklers, spears. Confirm and save uniform. There we go. Create new squad. Light infantry. Get it here. We assign a leader. Get our blacksmith. And then we start assigning positions. Peasants. Some farmers. Farmers who are not assigned to current tasks, I might add. Armor and blacksmith. Yeah. Or bone carver. Oh, and now we have to schedule their training, which is going to be staggered training. Yep. Same as these guys have been, which seems to be working out just fine. Because they actually do get their, oh, they're equipping themselves. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Look at my little guys. Little guys playing their little dress up. Oh, is Irith? Okay, Irith. Well, maybe not you then. Let's get one of our brewers instead. Yeah, we don't need folks that are like actively limping around the battlefield. That's not going to work for anyone. And then we do need more bucklers. Hell yes. Early winter of the year 208. I am going to go ahead and take a quick pause here, mostly to check on Ping, just give her a little snuggle. But I'll be right back. And yeah, with a little luck, we should be able to push through to the beginning of next year. It's early winter. We'll see. We'll see where the night takes us. But I will be back. Ping says hello, Minnie. Let's see here. Also, we definitely should put doors here, which means deconstructing these walls, which means having to tear down these walls for me. And if we've got the jet, we don't have more jet doors. Oh, no. How unfortunate. Actually. Hold on. We should be able to make this happen, right? Hit rock doors, and then we set that as just jet, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Okay, let's see here. And we're gonna dig out a another, what do you call it? Storeroom here. Stockpile, rather. It's kind of like a storeroom. It's a storeroom and stockpile. All this wood is taking up an awful lot of space, which is a shame, because it's like the only thing that does take up space like that. All that and the rocks. But the rocks can be transferred into blocks, which is good. Oh, look at those wax opals. Cool. And more chalk. Which really tells me that we ought to be making some more pig iron. There's a lot more that we could be making right now. But mostly we just want to press on to, forward unto dawn, get to the end of winter. We're now midwinter. Look at my boys. Hey, which one are you? They look so much more tank-like in their sprites rather than in their portraits. Which is fine. Let's see here. Maybe he'll recover. Gosh, that's a lot of... It's an awful lot of damage my boy has sustained. Still, let's see. Legendary Thresher. Oh. So he's not even like... He's a talented leather worker. But you're out of the military, dude. Go be fabulous somewhere else, my guy. Let's see here. Yeah, Azteth, sorry, man. Yeah, frickin'... Let's get to your boy Zan. See how Zan ends up handling himself. Let's find Zan. Not Zab. Zan. He's having himself lunch. Zan Combined Wire. Now Zan is off to the weapons bins. Yeah, look at him. Look at my boy. He's equipping himself now. Hell yeah. Now, speaking of which... How are these guys looking? Oh, hell yes. Very nice. Very nice, fellas. Very nice. Are they wearing mostly Iron Mail shirts? I do not remember having produced Iron Mail shirts, but makes no matter. 1, 2, 3. That is the correct viewing height, as has been declared by the gods. 6th of Opal, which is midwinter. Okay. I literally do not remember. I wish you could see a calendar. That would be mightily useful. Let's go ahead and make sure that everything is where it needs to be as far as these guys are concerned. Any more animals that we should be aware of? No, for once. How nice. Speaking of which, let's see here. Pets and livestock. Anything up for slaughter right now? Got some stray alpacas. The males are generally pretty disposable, as long as we got like 1 or 2. Yep, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and... Well, no. That's not what we do. We do this. And we expand the stockpile out here. We accept that. I will not accept that. It's also worth mentioning that, like, spooky season is right around the corner, folks. All kinds of stuff that could be involved in that. All kinds of fun chicanery we could get up to. Alrighty then. So. I should play something. I don't really know what I would. However. I'm sure I will find something to play, though. Oh, no, that's not right. I've had my eye on, like, the horror puzzle survivally Giger-esque thing, Scorn, for a little while. Maybe I'll pick up Scorn. I could also, like, go for return to an idea that I had, like, several Octobers ago, which was whatchamacallit, Darkest Dungeon. A complete Darkest Dungeon run. A game that I have not completed, by the way. It is worth mentioning. That being said, I also remain open to suggestions. What kind of orgy is going on in this room here? I care not to speculate, quite frankly. So, yeah. The stockpile, we're going to expand. Oh, no. Oh, balls. Oh, piss whiffle. I destroyed this, which destroyed that, and oh, no. Frackadacka. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All, except for refuse and corpses and food and stone, right? Yeah. And then we expand that to here. We also expand it out to here, which is what I had meant to do originally, and out to here. And then we call it a day. And we also... Oh, look, we found our ghost child. I'm going to go ahead and... Well, we need to engrave a slab, don't we? Thob. His name is Thob. We'll engrave that or that slab. And then we'll put the slab somewhere. And then that should put this ghost child to rest. Which will be good. Which will be very, very good. Very, very good. So I want to just do like some bone crafts. Bone crafts and make like 25 bone crafts. Can you also like make bone gems? Maybe not. Oh yeah, no, make large bone gem. There you go. Very strange. Oh, so you play common spooky games? What, like, subject me to frickin', like Five Nights at Freddy's or something? Because that won't be fun for anyone. I will definitely not be having a good time with that. Could take a crack at, like, The Forest or Sons of the Forest. That's a good one that I haven't, like, spun up in a while. Although that is more fun with more people. At least The Forest was. I can't speak for Sons of the Forest because I've not played terribly much of it, but still, I would imagine. We're just gonna go closest material. Man, it's still only midwinter. And I do not know if I have the wherewithal to go for too much longer. I also desperately have to blow my nose, so I'm going to take a break to do that for just a moment. Okay. Let's time it. Let's see how long it takes to get through one day unpaused, right? I'm gonna stopwatch this. Okay, so it just became the 22nd. Gonna leave it unpaused. It's gonna let the game run as it will. If it's like a minute, that's gonna be a problem for us, fam. I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Okay, that was like 20 seconds. Okay, that's not too terrible. Yeah, we can hang out for another 30, yeah, 10 minutes or so. Yeah, we got that. 10, 12 minutes, something like that. Yeah. Hold on, it won't even be a full 2 hours. We'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. Now, I wonder if, like... I don't know, if, like, a room tiled with, like, iron flooring would work for, like, a nice high-quality... Hello. What's up, human Axeman? Why is he just hanging out under the water? What's up, Aussie Juggled Toes? That's a very funny name. An aggressively silly name you have there, friend. Yeah, the Citizen Shore. Let's see what we can find by just digging deep down. Ooh. We're dwarves, right? That's kind of what we do. We dig deeply and maybe a bit too greedily at times, but we dig. You know? It's more chert and kaolinite, which I don't know what to make of. I don't know what the upshot of this material is. Does it have an economic use? Later, labor, stone use. Make clay. Oh, it's a clay ore. Okay. That explains why it looks kind of squashed and swaffed. We've struck tetrahedrite and saltpeter. Oh, hello. I don't know where the saltpeter is. Where the heck is the saltpeter that we've struck? Isn't that used for, like, making gunpowder or some nonsense? There's more tetrahedrite as well. Again, as a copper ore, kind of useful. Obsidian. I knew it was some kind of dark stone. Yeah, so obsidian is the last month of the year. So, yeah, we should be able to, turquoise. Now, that's a legit-ass gem if ever I heard one. Or a precious stone, at least. Not necessarily a gem, but, you know. None of these, like, you know, green quartz clusters or something. No. It's proper. It's turquoise. Could move to New Mexico with that kind of attitude. Tetrahedrite. I don't know why I specifically said New Mexico. I just, so, like, that seems like a place where you go with turquoise crafts, you know? Just seems like the place to go. Got gems. Can we make more bone crafts? How is our bone supply looking, actually? Oh, we got plenty of bones. How is your next bone looking? The caves shift into place. A little breathing space. Oh, that's all more bituminous coal as well. The radiators and the floorboards will argue while we sleep. There's water in the walls. Quite literally, actually. The stairs make waterfalls. Down in the basement, there's a soft sound of a river digging deep. What's up with my man who's just hanging out in the pond? No activity. I beg to differ. He is uneasy after being unable to pray to Gorb for too long. Have you considered getting out of the pond? That might give you an opportunity to pray to Gorb a little bit there, my boy. Frickin' Tingle Toes or whatever his name is. Juggled Toes. I wasn't too far off. Shockingly. Some Lake Knight. Lavender Jade. Hello. More tetrahedrite, which is, you know, good. Ooh. Carnelian clusters. Very nice. Gives us some gems to work with. Tell you what else, though. I'm kind of feeling like an RPG. You know? Like, I don't know about Pillars of Eternity. That seems a little intensive, but like Divinity Original Sin catches my eye. Like the old Larian project before they really kind of made their name with Baldur's Gate 3. Like XCOM? I don't know. XCOM? I don't know. But I'm feeling... I don't know. I'm feeling things. 13th of Obsidian, late winter. Okay, I can deal with that. I do think I will go back to Darkest Dungeon in October. Because it's thematically appropriate. And it is fun. It's a game that I enjoy an awful lot. It is actually... Core does best. I think a short one with a story would be good. Well, I'm glad that Darkest Dungeon left a good impression, at least, I suppose. Darkest Dungeon is also like my go-to example of like how truly awful things were at the beginning of the 8th console generation. My go-to example is always like, hey, it's 2014, it's February. The big console release in that month was the Tomb Raider remake, the re-release for the 8th gen consoles of the new Tomb Raider reboot. Whereas on PC, on Steam, we got the early access for Darkest Dungeon, which was like dramatically in early access was dramatically more well polished than like games that came out later that year and further. Like I know Assassin's Creed Odyssey launched in a terrible state. And I think that might have even been later that year. Or not Odyssey, Unity. AC Unity. Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, released in November of 2014. And was grotesquely outstripped in polish by an indie game developed by a small studio. Like, even say what you want in terms of like some of the difficulty rebalancing that Red Hook did later. Like Darkest Dungeon put its best foot forward when it launched into early access, without a doubt. Oh. Mebtob, the wax worker, withdraws from society. Okay. Let's find Mebtob, shall we? What was this fool's name again? Medtob. M-E-D. Strange mood. Yep. Seems about right. What workshop are you going to claim, my friend? Well, they're gathering wood. Which is good. That means that they've got the materials at their disposal. Cloth. Got wood, cloth. Square cut, brilliant wax opals. What you doing, friendo? More wool. Or more cloth, rather. Chalk blocks. Gypsum. Is gypsum is gypsum a gem? Can we, like a rough gem, considered? Is that something we can carve? Spider silk cloth. I'll use my good cloth, woman. More gems. Okay, and now... Yeah, Medtob works secretly. Yeah, so she was working on some kind of an artifact. A mineral? Oh, no, bone's certainly not a gem, and you can cut large gems out of that. Like, presumably we have the same logic of those folks that make those really nice, like, pieces of, like, wooden jewelry. Ooh, you know what else we can do? Furniture. Slab. And that, no. Cancel that. We select a specific slab. For Thob. The Thob slob. We did it! 1st of Granite, early spring, year 209. Might I just say, hell yes. Alright, well let's push forward and at least see what Medtob is building over there in her little workshop. It really is. Like, the presence of actual pixel art in this game really does make it so much more parsable, right? Like, I can look at things and be like, okay, this is a smelter. This is a forge. This is a kiln. Or this is a, yeah, this is a kiln, or not a kiln, what do you call this? A wood furnace, right? It's where you make the coal, you know? This is a carpenter shop. This is a fishery. This is a butcher. This is a tannery. Makes it a lot more parsable, which I do appreciate tremendously. A Thobdega smell. Ghostly dwarven child has been put to rest. Hell yes. She's got quite a set of materials here. Alright, hey, light infantry. Frickin' prove your worth. Kill this thing. Where's the other hostile? Yeah. Large copper dagger. Small ramey tunic. He's a kobold. Oh, get him. Get him, Godden. It's actually very funny. Our dog is chasing. Good for you, bud. Yeah, get him. Again, the ambient sounds of battle are a little bit much for me. An ambush. Get out of here. Get out of here, stinker. A Mebtob waxworker has created Rifotican Cat Neural, a plumwood chest. She offers it to the Whip of Words. Rifotocon. Let's see if we can. Oh, well, it'll be in here, right? Objects. Artifacts. God, we've made a lot of these things, haven't we? Family uniform, or family heirlooms. A lot of these are. Fine. Let's go ahead and see Rifoticon. This is a plumwood chest. All crafts dwarf ship is of the highest quality. Is encrusted with point-cut wax opals, decorated with plumwood, and encircled with bands of pigtail. That's the cloth, alpaca wool, and cushion chalk cabacons. This object menaces with spikes of gypsum and cave spider silk. On the item is an image of logs in wax opal. Boo. Goodness. High value though, so you know. We'll take it. Hey. If we put this thing in our guild hall, will that, like, improve its quality? Furniture. Chest. Select material after placement. And then we select Rifoticon. Let's see. This intrigues me so much. I mean, in theory, that should hit us at, that by itself should put us to 10,000, right? One would think. I don't know. These things are a mystery to me. Is someone going to put this thing there? There you go. Thank you, Olin. It's a Grand Guild Hall now, which also leads me to believe that this number is not an accurate assessment of the actual value of the thing, which means we probably could have just continued to shovel high-quality items into this thing until it hit Grand Guild Hall status, regardless of what the number was. But whatever. It's fine. I'm tired. It's late. I'm going to bed. I'll be back with more of this silliness on Friday, folks. But until then, thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn, and until next time, goodbye forever.